They've had a busy year, with over 5 shows over a variety of locations. Already starting their first EP, the blues rock band Vintage has had an impressive start and seems to not be slowing down. I sat down with them to see what their beginnings were and how they've been since then.
We just met.
Right, initially, Sawyer's the first person I met in Gretna. And like the first thing, like literally the conversation was like, "Hey, I'm Charlie," and he's like, "Hey, I'm Sawyer. Do you play bass?" And I was like, "Nope." I was like,
because Charlie was new to Gretna his freshman year, and then Miss O'Neill introduced him to me as my peer buddy. And
which I thought was stupid. I didn't want a peer buddy. But yeah, so it's
developed this long-lasting relationship, and it couldn't be happier.
He's still
Been drumming ever since, and then I kind of felt the need to better myself, and so I wanted to join other musicians that are really good. So I was like, hey, these guys are looking for a drummer, I'm a drummer, perfect.
I don't think that it was necessarily any circumstances. I just showed up, and it was like I was in after school with a teacher one day, and I was hearing like these loud noises like drums and guitar like ringing. It was kind of loud, and I could hear it from down the halls. So I went in, and it was in the choir room, and there were these 4 guys that were playing music. They had 2 guitar players, a drummer, and a keyboard player, but they didn't have a bass player. So I just went in, I'm like, hey, can I jam with you guys? Like, yeah, sure. And so I went in and jammed with them, and it was like a 5-minute jam session, and after that I left right out of there. That would soon become Vintage.
I mean, I've probably really been together for like a year.
Okay. At least.
Like this lineup.
This exact puzzle.
September.
It's been what, September?
Yeah.
Sophomore
Maybe
year.
October.
It was September, yeah.
So
It's been
sophomore year.
just over a year.
So that's kind of cool. And like, yeah, like a lot of it is like playing in the basement, and then I think just recently, we're not like completely known to the Omaha area, but like we're starting to develop. So our wings are expanding out. So.
And expanded they have. Vintage just finished their first EP and are on their way to releasing it to a broader area. I asked them about their EP as well as to what their future was.
It was a lot of fun. It took a lot of time. We started it end of May, beginning of July, or beginning of June, and then we just finished it, when was that? This Saturday, so October 5th. So it took a really long time. It's coming out November 1st. But it was a lot of fun. It was basically a lot of us just hanging around, messing around, doing some stupid stuff, recording us doing it, and then it sounded pretty decent, so we liked it.
Cool. So, like, is there any reason why it took so long, or?
Because we're all teenage. It took so long because we're all teenage guys that don't like being serious about stuff.
It was very difficult because people were pushed, I'm not going to mention names, were trying to keep us up so we could stay focused and hear the songs, but like and it took until like 2 in the morning to like get it all like mixed and mastered, and like we were kind of making sure people would stay up so we could get this done. But
right now we don't have enough money to actually make hard copies of the CDs. Everything's being sold digitally, and so hopefully we can get enough money from digital sales to purchase hard copies and then sell those from ourselves, so we don't have to worry about record companies getting our money. But it's just kind of just build off what we got, and then because like recently we played a show at Sokol, and that was huge because now we can like have on our resume, we played a show at Sokol. Someone just asked us to play at Slowdown. We play there, like, oh, we got 2 big shows that we've played that are at big places, so we just want to keep getting opportunities to play at big name places and then go from there.
To put my 2 cents in there, to sum it up.
Wrong. 3 cents.
3 cents. Oh my gosh. We don't look too far ahead in the future, so like what our future is in the next like year or so, or just like really direct future, is just to continue doing gigs as much as possible, and then just really pushing this EP coming out November 1st on iTunes, Amazon, Nokia Music Store, all that.
I'm not telling no lies, so don't be surprised when you find him staring into someone else's eye.
With our first EP set to come out early November, it's no surprise that Vintage has high hopes for the future. They blend well together and seem to fit well as a whole in the end.
After I started playing with them, I got to know them, and I now I'm really close with them, and I love hanging out with them. And I mean, obviously, still have little disagreements and stuff, but we're all super tight, and it's just fun playing.
It's funny that like we all come from a little bit of different backgrounds, and because of that, we work really well together. So
With high risks and even higher hopes as they continue along, Vintage's success is steadily growing.
Ways to describe Charlie, go.
One word or phrase.
kind of. No offense, but
That's cool. That's cool. Just leave it at that. Just that. No offense.